Nothing adds up, but I'm trying to do the math. I ain't never laugh first, but I always laugh last. We fall into temptation. Mind full of hope and a pocket full of money. We fall.
Okay, so this was my back week. So for the whole week I'm just doing back, and I'm starting off with a barbell row, which is probably my favorite movement. What you can see here is I spent a lot of time really like setting up for this movement. I'm really focusing on getting my feet planted on the ground and then screwing them into the ground as if I was pulling the ground apart. And then as you can see here, I start with my hands above my head, and then I keep them the same way as I come down, as I keep my torso parallel to the ground. And what this does is it really keeps my upper back tight, and it allows me to basically keep my lower back in a protected position, so I can do the movement correctly, and I can really really produce the force needed to pull the barbell correctly, all while keeping my lower back safe and with no injury, and just really successful lifts continuously. So I really do focus on the preparation before the lift, and while I'm in the lift, I'm making sure that my breathing is proper and I'm keeping my core tight and my abs tight at all times. So for my next movement, this is going to be a lower back, again back. So I'm really doing lat pull downs, but this is with my palms facing me. So what I usually do is I warm up, and then I continuously increase the weight by 20 pounds. So I did about 130 pounds this time. I'm really focusing on increasing this weight. I used to be like 120, 105, then to 110, and then 120, but this time I decided to go high volume and a high number of reps without just gassing out. As you can see here, I will do pull-ups or chin-ups, and I fail. I like miserably fail on this. I could barely do one. So what I do is I do like these cheat pull-ups. So I'm still getting some arm work done, but it's still difficult. And this is the most difficult movement for me, and probably where I've been stuck the most, mainly because I feel that once my body fat percentage comes down, I lose the extra fat that's on me. I think that these will become so much easier. So I'm really like battling this. So I'm really getting my bicep strength up and dropping body fat, and focusing on just arm movements like biceps.
Alright, so we're done with that workout. Today was like a pull day. I did some pull-ups, and I did some chin-ups as much as I could. It's not struggle. It's mainly because of my higher body fat, which I'm trying to work to reduce. Otherwise, all these pull-up movements would be so easy on me. But so I'm doing like 5x5 modified workout to drop the fat while retaining my muscle. Just keep working at it. My arms are pretty lagging, so I gotta bring up the endurance, putting more curls in along with strength movements. But keep you every day going in the gym, showing you what I'm doing, and that's what you gotta do, guys. Just build upon it every day. see you guys for the next workout. Like this whole weight loss thing, I really feel that even though that the scale may not change, and I have to sort of agree with the scales and how everyone thinks that don't keep, weighing every day or weighing every week, because, you can still be losing weight, but your actual number that's shown might not reflect weight loss. So, because I've been noticing that my belts have been I would have to keep tightening and I'd keep punching more and more holes. So I usually use tape measurements, and I'm using that as my indicator of weight loss or not. So I'm not really too focused on the scale weight anymore. It's really more of how I'm looking in the mirror and how my clothes are fitting. So I actually woke up late today. I'm gonna go head to school today. Today is an off day. I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm gonna have one meal at lunch, and today's calories are gonna be like, I'm gonna be hitting 1500 calories and get all my proteins in. And then tomorrow is my training day, last training day of this week. My training splits are like the same type of movement for the whole week. So this week was like all pull movements, so I'm doing like biceps, pull-ups, and I'll just do that for a week. So like next week is going to be push movements, so I'm going to be doing like triceps and skull crushers, anything that's push. So I do push, pull, and then legs, and I split them up by week. So I feel that I train better, and I get a good, each body part, they get a week and a half of rest, and I just feel better every time I go into that new week. And I found out that my one of the biggest problems I see, and I made this mistake, is not doing progressive overload in the gym, and maybe that's why my training for a year I didn't get the results that I wanted. So the most important thing is, you keep a logbook, or you have like at least an app that you can log your workouts in. I'm using the Strong Lifts app 5x5, which is pretty good, and I have another app which I can put in more detailed notes and stuff like that. So I have something that keeps track, so every time before I go into the gym I look at what I'm doing for that day, and what was the weight, how many sets, how many reps did I do the week prior or the last session, and then I just look to add 5 more pounds, 10 more pounds, and I've been improving. So that's it. And I mean, today I'm not really training, I'm just going to be in school. I guess this is what happens when you wake up late. You get stuck in all this traffic. Usually I'm out of the house by like 7:30, and right now it's 9:30. I mean, there's like barely any. Oh, man.
Clock. Congestion.
Alright. We're getting some congestion in here. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know how it is. I know this, like in Florida, there'll be like one thing that will cause traffic jams to happen. It could be like a car just on the side of the road. Like it's not even, no one's in that car, but you'll just have traffic jams because I guess people will just stare and watch for no reason. I mean, it's like most of the jams are like that here, and it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just annoying, but I guess you got to deal with it. Probably be a little late, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Probably pick up after this. GPS says maybe about 4 miles congestion. Well, I guess all in a day's work, right guys? You guys gotta deal with, if you commute to school, one of the things you gotta deal with is traffic. But I'll see you guys on the other side. This will get boring. Okay, can you actually believe this? I was actually right. This whole traffic jam, it's been about 35 minutes, and I think this is hopefully the end. It was because of these cars on the side. Because everyone wants to sit here and watch. Oh god, they got the news? Oh man. What? Everyone wants to stare and watch about what happened. But where was the accident? Oh damn, man. Well, I mean, seriously, traffic jams and congestion wouldn't happen if people didn't rubberneck. I mean, all of this was just because of that, and now the road is wide open. So, guess I will drive to school and get there 35 minutes late.